extra shoulders, like a little bit, something.
Right. Is the inverse true though too, where he can make you guys look good?
You got a quarterback like that who can really throw the ball. He puts the ball there. Your job is to go catch that ball, man. And for me, that was my biggest goal, is make sure I caught everything, and then also just had fun. Because at the end of the day, like, this is a moment of time, man. And you can't let yourself get too ahead of yourself, because then that's when you start doing things you're not necessarily supposed to do. So I was just like, I'm gonna have a good time, go out here, party with the boys, and then hopefully it turns out. And I feel like it turned out pretty well.
Tre, you and Taysir have leaned on each other for your obvious support systems, receivers in this program for a long time. What did you see him go through in his journey after his injury to get back and be able to compete with you guys or run with you guys today?
I seen him turn into a man. More than anything, he definitely took in the role of being a captain, being a leader. But also, it's hard to go through an injury. You know what I mean? I think there's not a lot of people who really give that credit. You know what I mean? Bouncing back from an injury is not just a physical thing; it's a mental game. Like, you have to trust that your body's not going to fail you, and that's hard. Okay? So, like, seeing him going into that transition of realizing at the end of the day it's about Tay. And he went out there, he showed that today, and he showed that this season. So I'm very proud of that guy, man. I'm very proud.
You were under a really close microscope here today. How did your background, doing all those talks that you give, how did that help you be able to withstand the pressure?
Man, we're all human. At the end of the day, like, we're all human. We all make mistakes of some sort, and then some day, like some part of the day, you cannot expect yourself to be always perfect. So if you do well, you do well. Smile about it, and if you don't, still smile about it. You're here. You know what I'm saying? So I can't complain. I had a great time. I performed in front of however many scouts was here. I don't know too many people, even from the past, that had this type of opportunity. So I had a great time.
Tre, what do you think your opportunity is for the next level?
Who knows? That's God's decision. That's not really my decision right now, and that's in God's hands. So whatever it ends up being, I'm going to do. If that ends up me being on the team, I'll be more than thankful. If that ends up me saving the world and changing the world by speaking, I'm going to do that too. So whatever it may be, whatever God wants from me, I'm going to make sure to do.
Tre, Jeff made me forget my question. I did forget my question, Jeff. I'll think of another one. When you think about Kenny said, I remember now. Kenny said here is a couple. I always knew that this day would come for him. But I mean, you've been here longer than he is.
Right.
And I mean, like, he came in and the expectations were okay, but not every NFL team showing up to watch him 3 or 5 years later.
Right.
Are you surprised a little bit, or what impresses you? I mean, how did he get from, little freshman Kenny Pickett to this dude?
Listen, I don't know which one of y'all got me saying it, but one of y'all got me saying it. I told y'all Kenny would be better than Marino, and he did that. So all I'm saying is I told y'all so, and I still live and die by that, man. That kid he's everything I expected him to be from the first day I met him. You know what I mean? Everybody goes through their trials and tribulations, but all he needed was a chance. As soon as he learned to really believe in just Kenny, I've seen what happened.
When did that happen, you think?
I think last year, after he came back from his injury. I think last year you got to see Kenny football, and then once that happened, that's when you guys all fell in love with number 8. So,
are you holding that better than Marino in the pros too? I mean, is that are you?
That's to be determined, man. I can't give y'all all the good stuff. Can't give you all the good stuff, but I genuinely think, man, he's going to show the world on what he's capable of, and whoever gives him an opportunity, they're going to get a really good quarterback.
We're watching the people freak out about the size of his hand. Does that make you, as a player? I mean, are you sitting there like, bro, is this what we're talking about?
What did Kenny say? He said, if I throw 45 yards on a rope, I don't think anybody's going to care about a hand size. That kid's the reason why he almost broke my thumb. So I'm telling you right now, that hand size don't matter. That dude's going to throw that ball. He's going to put it where it needs to be. He's going to be the quarterback he needs to be, man. And I got full faith in the kid.
Tre, it's been a long time, long and winding road for you. This will be it. Putting on that Pitt logo for you. What does that mean to you, and what does this time mean?
You're trying to make me cry. Hold on. No, man. Playing for Pitt was everything for me. Just playing for your home, playing for your city. You're defending something. You feel that. You know what I mean? Like, you go and you see the fans coming in. They recognize you from when you were in high school to the whole way until you're here now, man. It meant the world to me to play for the University of Pittsburgh, man. I cannot thank Pitt enough for allowing me to be an athlete for their university. So it definitely means the world to me.
You committed to the previous coach, didn't you?
Yeah, I did, man. I was been here a long time. It's funny because one of the scouts were like, Tre Tipton? I was like, yeah. He's like, you've been here longer than I've been at my place. I was like, yeah, I did. Yeah, I did that. So almost a decade. Wish I could have got a decade out of it, but can't win them all. You win some, you lose some.
What did the ACC championship mean?
Everything. That was the reason why I came here in the first place. It wasn't like I just came here to be an average team. It was never really the goal. The goal was to win a championship, and we came here and we did that. Unfortunately, we became a little bit short in terms of the national championship, but I feel like they're still in the making and still on the road to go do that. So winning the ACC championship for the first time other than Clemson, it felt really good. It gave me an opportunity just to be able to smile back and look at the long journey that I've had and be able to say that it was all worth it. And then it meant even more because a couple of the guys like Keyshawn, John Patricia, and Kenny, they came back and told me, like, yeah, your mom's watching, bro. This is for mom. And when they said that, oh, man, you could imagine what I was feeling. I was out there like, yeah, this is crazy. So it was an incredible moment, man. An incredible moment. I'll never forget it.
You had one specific moment. I remember you down a punt, I think, at like the 1 yard line. The ACC. I just remember seeing you just kind of losing it in that moment. The Pitt fans were feeling you. What was that specific moment? Do you remember that specific moment, what that was going through your head?
Oh, for sure, man. I was just sitting there. I was smiling. I was laughing. I was giggling. Then one dude was mad because I downed the ball, and I just looked at him like, bro, it's going to be all right. You'll come back next year. And it turned out pretty fun, man. It was just one of those moments where you'll never forget it. And then down on that punt, my family's going crazy. I don't know why the crowd loves me, but they love me, so it was a good time, and it's always a party. It's a good time, man.
Is football coaching in your future?
Could be. Who knows, man? I don't know. I love the game of football. I love coaching people. I love helping people, and I love teaching. You know what I mean? That's one of my favorite things to do. But as of right now, I think my career is going to be in football and speaking. You know what I mean? Being able to help the youth, and then on top of that, help everybody, the general public. I mean, even you all here, man. However I can help motivate everybody to be the best people they can be, that's my goal. So whether that's through football, speaking, coaching, we'll see.
Will you try and stay involved with the Pitt football community in some ways in the future?
I'm a Pitt guy, man, of course. I got to, man. These are my guys. Until they're all gone, you're going to see me around here, man. And then if you see me, crack a smile, because if you don't, I'm going to force it out of you. And vice versa. I hope you guys smile as well. If you have a smile, Jay, I need at least one smile. There you go. So, yeah, man, it's just the goal. It's just to see everybody smile, make it work, and just be positive.
Anything else for Tre?